What's up, guys? Okay, I think you can see where we're going on this one. Not necessarily this, but this gives you an idea of what we're going to be dealing with. This is just a compilation from around the country. You know how I say that law enforcement are the biggest offender, or not necessarily law enforcement, government is the biggest offenders of breaking the law, especially driving under the influence? Well, this is just going to prove it. And if it doesn't make you mad enough that it's law enforcement, the last one is not law enforcement, but it should piss you off just as much as law enforcement doing it. So here's where we are at. Also, I would like to note 82% of people that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel. Click the button and we'll move along.
A Polk County deputy is off the job tonight and facing charges accused of crashing his vehicle while under the influence. The sheriff's office says Josiah Perry flipped his Ford Explorer on Kayville Avenue in Auburndale on Saturday night. He first told deputies someone else had been driving, but later...
Who else would be driving his vehicle? I'm just throwing that out there. That's a government vehicle. Who else is going to be driving it?
Later admitted that was a lie. Perry was charged with DUI.
The lie detector test said that was a lie. You know who that is, right?
And DUI with property damage. The 26-year-old resigned after his arrest.
26 years old.
A Clearwater police officer is facing charges accused of driving drunk. Deputies pulled over this man, Jeremy Kervin. This happened late Thursday night for not having tag lights.
Not having tag lights. I wonder if they knew he was a cop, and I wonder if they knew that, you know, from time to time he drives drunk. Tag light out, that's a pretextual stop. That's a fishing expedition, and they are looking for something else.
They say they soon realized he was also impaired. Investigators tell us that he admitted he had been drinking beer, but he refused to take field sobriety
Let me guess, he had two. That's always the answer.
test. So what did the chief have to say? Well, today Daniel Slaughter from the Clearwater Police Department released this statement saying in part, officers see the harmful impact of driving under the influence firsthand and are expected to be
Yes, it kills people. It slaughters people. I'm just throwing that out there.
an example for the community.
Well, right now, a Pinellas County lieutenant is off the job. Christy Rutz was arrested and charged with DUI over the weekend. News Channel 8's Jamel and A joins us now live from the sheriff's office, where no one is commenting, right, Jamel?
Oh, that's right. Good evening to you, Josh. The sheriff is not speaking out, and neither is that employee he fired. When we stopped by former Pinellas County Sheriff's Lieutenant Christy Rutz's listed address, we were greeted by the dog. Rutz was arrested over the weekend on DUI charges. A neighbor called 911 Sunday morning saying Rutz was honking her horn. Deputies responded to Wild Acres Road in Largo, where they found Rutz driving in reverse. With bloodshot and glassy eyes, investigators tell us she blew a .14. Pinellas County residents say her behavior doesn't look good.
I think
You think?
they ought to follow the rules of the department.
No, they should not follow the rules of the department, because we know the rules of the department suck. They will sweep this under the rug. They will investigate themselves and find there was no wrongdoing. She will probably be put on desk duty, and before you know it, she'll kill someone. No, they should get the same punishment the pesky citizens get. That's exactly the punishment they should get. Remember, they're not above the law. They keep saying that. Higher standards, not higher standards, different standards. Get it right.
Rutz was arrested and fired immediately. Mothers Against Drunk Driving Advocates commend the sheriff's swift actions.
Fired immediately. Did they burn that post? They didn't say they did. She will wind up somewhere else.
Hats off to the deputy who was put in a horrible position but did his or her job.
And see, that shouldn't be that they were put in a horrible position. You go out there and you treat everybody the same way. I'm just throwing that out there.
Did the investigation, found the probable cause, and made the arrest. And then also to the sheriff's office, who has zero tolerance for this kind of behavior.
Rutz worked in the Public Records Processing Unit for 20 years.
Here is someone who is an educated person, a high-ranking official with the sheriff's office, who, when they became impaired, the judgment went out the window and they were caught behind the wheel.
And we have learned that she is currently out on bond. Josh?
Jamel and A live for us. Thanks, Jamel.
Right now, the vice mayor of Oldsmar is out of jail
Not the vice mayor. See, it isn't so.
after a drunk driving arrest. But what about her future as an elected official? Pinellas Bureau reporter Christy McClarty is outside Oldsmar City Hall, where the vice mayor works, with more.
She wasn't working today. We even called and showed up at her house on behalf of the people of Oldsmar who want answers and say they're disappointed.
I just think a DUI at this point for anyone is inexcusable, because not only can you harm yourself or take your own life, but that you put the lives of other people in danger.
Because they think even if they get caught, they're not going to be charged.
Tia Woodward and her husband Alan say they're disappointed in Oldsmar's vice mayor, Linda Norris. Hillsborough County
She feel like she drunk right now. Please.
Sheriff's Office arrested the 59-year-old at 10:30 Wednesday morning for
This one is only 59 years old. Holy fucking shit. She's a boozer, I'm just saying.
driving under the influence in her red Tesla. Deputies say Norris caused this 3-car pileup at Hillsborough Avenue and Racetrack Road.
Now, I have a question. If you're in a Tesla and it's on, I don't know what the hell they call it, autopilot or whatever, and you're not technically driving, can you get a DUI? Or would it be, like, I know if you can get an impaired instruction, say, I don't know, the parents decide to go out on a date and they have their 17, 18-year-old, or say 16 or 17, drop them off. That probably wouldn't be a good example. Let's say a permit, only a permit, not an actual driver's license. They have a permit. Drop them off and then pick them up. That would be impaired instruction because the driver only has a permit. So that would be impaired instruction. Would this fall under the same? I mean, the Tesla, even if it's driving itself, seems like it would, not cause this, but I'm just asking for a friend.
Road. No one was injured. They say she wouldn't take a breathalyzer and did not pass the sobriety field test. You can see her here with her head in her hands. Deputies say they found 3 bottles of booze in her car, including an open bottle of Fireball in the center console.
Open bottle of Fireball.
8 on Your Side went to City Hall to get answers.
I have attempted to reach the vice mayor a couple of ways and haven't been able to connect with her as of yet.
The mayor isn't the only one looking for her. 8 on Your Side went to her house and called on the phone. No answer. What do you have to say to the people of Oldsmar that are disappointed?
But I think if what's been reported is accurate, then of course they should be disappointed.
Also, are we noticing a theme here? Florida?
They should expect more from their elected leaders.
This isn't Norris's first run-in with the law. Deputies say it's her 3rd DUI arrest.
Told you.
Obviously, there's a problem. So I hope that we can, as a country, rise to hold our officials accountable for their behavior.
Right now, Norris is still the vice mayor of Oldsmar, but the mayor says he hopes she resigns. He says right now they don't do background checks for elected officials, but he says they may start more.
They don't do background checks for elected officials. What the fuck? You can't make this up.
On that, coming up at 6. In Oldsmar, Christine McClarty, 8 on Your Side.
Please do not take me to jail. I've worked for the sheriff's office for
Shut up, Becky.
15 years.
A woman who spent nearly 15 years protecting children is without a job tonight after deputies say she was driving drunk. 8 on Your Side's Marco Villarreal joins us from where she was arrested with more on this story. Marco?
Good evening. It was right here on US 19 that she got pulled over, but it was on the drive to jail that she asked for a favor and tried to talk her way out of getting arrested. A black 2019 Infiniti speeding and weaving back and forth between lanes on US 19 North. Pinellas County Sheriff's deputies pull over one of their own.
Hi, Samantha. Hi. How's it going?
Samantha Krennick was a child protection investigation supervisor.
Child protection investigating supervisor. These are the same ones that will take your kids from you for virtually zero reason to get their numbers and put them with people that have no business being in charge of children. I'm just throwing that out there. Most people don't like them people. Just saying.
That September 1st, deputies say the 37-year-old had bloodshot and watery eyes, and her breath smelled of alcohol. Running several sobriety tests, first on the side of US 19, and then in the parking lot of a local mall. She admits to the deputy her afternoon included alcohol.
Okay. How big were them glasses? Half a gallon?
Which leads to this.
Because you're drunk, Becky, shut up.
In cuffs, she makes a plea to be let go.
You and I are on the same level. Like, we do the same thing. Give some discretion and say, okay, she made a mistake.
Several minutes of begging to be let go finally elicits a response from the deputy.
I'm just giving you the ride. Your actions got you there.
Did I not say
Might beat the rap, but you're not going to beat the ride.
that I made a mistake? I made a mistake.
And Samantha Critic was hired by the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office back in 2005. She has since been let go per their policy. Her next court date, November 20th. Reporting live in Pinellas County, Marco Villarreal, 8 on your side.
We're telling him to pull over. He won't pull over.
This one is going to piss you off. Pissed me off when I saw it. Also, again, can appreciate Florida. These charter buses, because when our kids were in middle school, finally all 4 of them are in high school now, for their whatever, they all got whatever their grades were or whatnot. The grade had to be at a certain point, and they would hire charter buses. They went to Washington, D.C., they watched some ball games, and they went to Atlanta. They watched some hockey games. They've gone to, I can't remember where else. It's been a minute, but when you pay, that's to hire the charter buses. The thought that one of these fucking degenerates will be driving my child pisses me off, so I can only imagine. And there was 6 parent chaperones on the bus, too.
I'm like, look, I'm still shaking.
A terrifying bus ride.
Exceeding the speed limit, failure to yield. I mean, just absolutely nuts.
Students panic. Their driver ends up in cuffs. What it took to get him to stop. Good evening, everyone. I'm Josh Benson.
And I'm Stacy Scheibel. Thank you for joining us. A Central Florida charter bus driver is in jail in Highlands County tonight.
Yeah, he's accused of driving a bus with 30 graduating seniors and 6 chaperones on board while intoxicated. This all happened Saturday along Sebring Parkway. News Channel 8's Allison Henning reports tonight from Sebring.
We spoke with parents who were on board that bus who tell us the driver was driving so erratically down this roadway here behind me. They thought he was suffering from a medical episode, but it turns out he's now accused of driving drunk. 55-year-old Keith Edward Shiflett is facing numerous charges tonight, including DUI and cruelty towards
Also, you notice the female is just standing back, watching.
children. He's accused of getting behind the wheel of a charter bus while under the influence. The bus was packed with graduating seniors from Sebring High School who were headed to a Daytona Beach water park to...
Imagine if that bus had crashed with all these seniors, graduates on board. It pisses me off.
Celebrate their accomplishments. But within seconds of hitting the road, things turned to chaos when parents on board say Shiflett started speeding and blowing through red lights.
I had my daughter on the bus, and I was thinking, if we get to this roundabout and he doesn't slow down, we're going to flip. And I'm thinking, all these kids are on here, it was extremely scary.
We're told multiple demands for the driver to stop the bus were ignored.
Everybody keeps telling him to pull over, and he's just not listening.
Meantime, Freddie and Giselle Diaz, who were traveling in their own car, get a panicked call from their daughters who were on board the bus.
We can hear the kids screaming in the background. We can hear everybody screaming in the background, so we kind of took off.
And with no hesitation, they jumped into action, putting their own vehicle in the bus's path to get...
Absolutely. I'm stopping that fucking bus one way or the other. I don't care.
...the driver to stop.
If something would have happened, I couldn't...
Parents get together, do a rolling roadblock, and be done with his ass, then jerk him off and beat the dog shit out of him.
I couldn't even forgive myself. I don't know what I would have done.
Not everyone would put themselves and their wife in front of danger like that, especially a big bus as fast as it was.
I would hope that most parents would. That's their child on that bus.
going. So we thank him very, very much.
The charter company's president tells 8 on Your Side Shiflet has been with the company for 8 years, was their senior driver, and has always passed random drug and alcohol screenings. We are told he has since been fired. Reporting in Highlands County, Allison Henning, 8 on Your Side.
Thank you, Allison. Well, apparently what they need to do is have a breathalyzer before they step on the bus. Anyway, that's where we're at with this one. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Also, again, 82% of people that watch these videos are not subscribed to their channel. Click the button and we'll move along. Let me know what you think about this one, and I am out.